What is going on? Ted with Grub and Gravel. Listen, the gang from Bodega sent us over this 16 quart cooler. I'm billing this as one of the greatest entry level or maybe just small overlanding build 12 volt refrigerators on the market right now. And I say that based on a few criteria. Obviously, the size and small shape of the unit itself. Basically, you're looking at a 13 by 13 cube on this side and then 18.5 inches across the top there. Nice controls set up right here on the front. The handle itself now is going to open just like that and reversible in case you at some point want to flip this around for some reason. This cooler sets up just like that. Bob's your uncle. You're opening that cooler from the other side. Now let's talk about volume on the inside. Let's take this lid off here so we can get a better look at it. Now let's talk about what comes inside it first. So they're going to give you the 110 cord that's going to plug in. This is going to run off of all your wall outlets or, any kind of a power pack that you have that has an actual plug-in in it. And this is going to be your direct current plug. That you'll see how I run this is. I run it out of my front seat. I run this 12 volt plug right over into my dash. I generally pre-chill this before I leave the house also. It can pre-chill in the car, like if you're on your way to the store to get some drinks to throw inside there, something like that, you could pre-chill it in the car. But what I do is I pre-chill it at home, and because it draws a little more power. Now, pre-chilling this at home took about 25 minutes, and it was running at about 55 watts. Once it hit regular state, we were looking at averaging about 35 watts per hour. And then last night, it got a little cooler. It was, in the low 60s. So this didn't actually run very much. We averaged about 15 watts an hour overnight. So extremely power efficient size. Now, that's going to be because the internal diameter is not going to be huge. Now, this bottom compartment right here is going to be about the size of one of those rectangle cases of soda that's going to fit down inside of here. And then you'll have where this shelf kicks in, there's about 1.5 inches that goes across the whole top. And this little piece right here gets just a little bit colder. So anything you'd want, maybe to freeze slightly, depending on how you're running this temperature, should go up on this ledge right here. And then plenty of room for a couple of people to store drinks and anything you're going to need to eat for a weekend trip or what have you. Now, as somebody who owns a lot of coolers and built my Gladiator out, overlanding, did a backseat delete, adventure trailers, things like that, I always have way too much refrigerator. I end up using even the 2-compartment refrigerator freezer I have. I only run one side, and I use the other side for dry storage. So anytime anybody's looking at coolers, I feel like we're always looking for a bigger cooler than we really need. Cut down on some size, add some efficiency with something like this. All right, let's talk about the controls on this. Easy control panel on the front, one line of display. It's going to be a power button. There's going to be a mode button on here, and then there's going to be your up and down buttons that is going to control your temperature. This thing is going to run from -4 degrees to 68 degrees. I don't know why you'd want to run it at 68 degrees. But this unit is also going to come with battery protection levels. Now you set those high, medium, or low, and they are going to examine the battery that this is pulling from, and they're going to shut itself off before it hurts your car battery. So if you just had this plugged into your truck overnight, it would take enough battery to where you could still probably start your truck, and then this unit's going to shut off. They also are running this unit with a eco mode and a max mode. Now, max mode I use when I'm really trying to get it chilled. It just shortens the interval and keeps your temperature a lot closer to your set temperature. Then eco mode is going to run a little lower wattage, and it's going to turn on slightly less frequency. There's going to be a little bit more variance in your temperatures on there. It doesn't take a whole lot. You don't need to be into a big Jackery or big Blue Eddy setups and things like that. All you really have to do is they make small power banks that are like 300, 400 watt power banks. And like I said, based on what this was sipping, even with startup, some overnight stuff, we're talking 30, 35 watt hours at the most. You get a unit that is going to be close to 300 watts, and then you're looking at 10, 12 hours of running this refrigerator, depending on your outside temperatures. extend that a little bit, you can just throw on something like, this is just a little small 45 watt solar panel. This hooked into this, hooked into this. Now you're definitely getting yourself through a weekend. This solar panel is going to offset anything that this is going to do during the daytime and keep this chock full. And then this unit is going to be able to run your power overnight. And all these little pieces, I mean, you'll be surprised at the price on this. Under $150, depending on your sale day. This one's well over under $100 and also well under $100. So you could probably be looking at, you know, under $300 altogether. That's a cooler, a battery pack that you can do whatever you want with, and a solar panel that you can use to power other things also. Now, mind you, I don't have any long-term experience with this unit myself. Bodega wanted to send it over so we could take a peek at it. So here it is. We're going to look at it. I do have long-term experience with some of Bodega's other coolers. The ones that are built to be rugged, very rugged, banged around, no problems, no scratches or anything the way these things are built. I do have their flagship giant stainless steel unit that runs in my garage. Very quiet, very cold, never had to worry about it. All right, so look, in the corners here in just a second, I'm going to put some other videos up that you might want to watch that are, you know, about new coolers, entry-level coolers, and or other Bodega products. For this cooler, what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave a link in the description. Go over there and check it out. Like I said, you're not going to believe how great the price on this thing is. You know, cross-check it against some other brands you've been looking at, things you've been thinking about. See if it's right for you. I appreciate y'all watching. Y'all take it easy.